So this is walking through JFK Terminal 8 on a Saturday afternoon. So one thing that's interesting when you look at the board is there are between New York and London, there is one to Gatwick, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 flights between BA and American that goes to London. That's insane. And they're like 8:05, 6:10, 6:30, 6:50, 7:20, 7:35, 8:10, 8:55, 9:30, 11, 11:15. So it's crazy how often the flights are. And during the summertime, they're all full. And they wouldn't operate them if they weren't making money off of them. In terms of arrival, of course, it's pretty similar. We've got an arrival at 12:56, which is delayed, or actually arriving early. So I think we just stand right in front of you. Then there's a 4:10, 5:30, 6:05, 7:15, 7:50, 9:05, 9:55, and a 10:45. Insane. Absolutely insane. So, Terminal 8, they are actually doing a lot of construction. These are the moving walkways that are here, but I'm pretty sure all they're going to put is stores. Because that's the thing with airports these days, is to suck as much money as possible from you whenever you're here. And when you have weather delays and stuff like that, what do people do? They eat. One thing to note is they've slashed the... So, well, before I say that, here in JFK there is a train that runs to all the terminals. I don't even know how many terminals are working these days because the airport's under construction. So I'm just gonna go through here, and that's the that's the Admirals Club right there. The Admirals Club is American Airlines' lounge. I'm just gonna walk through here. So the train takes you around. Now, if you go into Jamaica Station, you pay $8.50. Well, they've taken 50% off because the roads are so congested, and they want you to take the train, but it's really expensive. So because it's that expensive, they've taken 50% off. So you can get on the train for only $4.25, which is actually quite a good deal. Right now we're walking underneath the ramps so we can get to the other terminal. Here in T8, it's in two parts. This is the outer part, and then we have the inner part. So once you get under here, this is like, a lot of airports are designed like this. Actually, Heathrow is designed with this kind of setup. Chicago is the same. When you go from Terminal C to Terminal B, this is the kind of arrangement. Yeah, so the air train is what runs and takes you from terminal to terminal. Now they always say walk to the left and stand. Stand to the right, walk to the left. So clearly those people aren't doing it right. Now, here's another tip that you can do if you don't want to. Well, it's only $4.50 now, but that's both ways. The Q10 comes into JFK Airport, but it only costs $2.75, which is your normal swipe of your card. They're promoting Deadpool Wolverine, which opens on the 26th. So that's why you see all the signs and stuff there. So I arrived in T8 and my flight actually departs from, oh, look at how deep that is. My flight actually departs from Terminal 7. But in true JFK form, there is no way to go between terminals. I actually don't think any of the terminals are connected. You always have to arrive, go outside security, and then come back in, which is truly annoying. But that's just kind of how it is. For me to get to T7, I have to go outside do security, and then take the train from T8 over to T7. I can't go into the terminal yet because I need to check in for my flight. Check-in is not until 4 hours before, and my flight is at 1:30 a.m. and it's now like something a little after 3. The airline I'm flying is Norse, and Norse is kind of weird because they don't. Because of how their fare structures, they have to make sure if you said you paid for a bag, they have to make sure that they see the bag, and if you're not going to bring a big bag, they have to make sure all that. So they do everything at the airport. Can't check in online, they don't have an app, and they don't have kiosks. So American is a part of One World, so what you'll see mostly here is these are all the airplanes going to be crossing the Atlantic, except for Cathay Pacific, which is going to Hong Kong. Now that Cathay Pacific flight, they used to do Vancouver. I don't think they do that anymore. Aer Lingus is not a partner with anyone, but they use Avios, which is part of the British Airways system, but they're not a part of One World, so go figure. And that other airline out there, it looks like, I think that's Lot Polish, who's actually a part of Star Alliance. Airport people watching is always fun because you see all kinds of people coming to the airport and people doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and people dressed in all kinds of ways. And I often wonder, like, how many flight crews are usually in the airport at any one time. Okay, JetBlue is also based here. This is actually cool. There's an artist. The artist's name is Charles Fazzino. 3D hand painted sculpture. It's kind of what he created. Makes sense that it's an airplane, right? Can you guess the airplane it is though?
May I have your attention to
It's like an A300.
General boarding
-600.
pre-announcement. At this time, we would like to invite any passengers sitting in wheelchairs, any passengers traveling with infants 2 years and younger, and needed extra assistance to come up now for 3 boards.
American has something called, that's their lounge up there. They have something called the flagship service. So if you buy like first class domestically, you get to use a flagship lounge. And also if you're flying first class, you use a flagship lounge. But they still have a few airplanes that still have first class. So the Greenwich Lounge is what British Airways and American use as their combined lounge. I don't have any. We also have one called the Soho and the Chelsea. I think this is the non-first class lounge. I don't have any qualifications to get into any of these lounges. Now here's the weird thing, right? And this is the qualifications here. So the Chelsea is if you go in American flagship first and business plus, or if you're concierge key. Concierge key are the people who spend way too much money with the airlines. British Airways, if you're flying first, use Chelsea lounge. If you're concierge key, yes, you can use a Soho, so you can use either one. But if you're going on a long haul itinerary and you're Advantage Executive Platinum, Advantage Platinum Pro, I'm only Advantage Platinum, or mileage plan MVP Gold, 75K and 100K, that's from Alaska Airlines. then you can use this lounge. And also, if you're a British Airways Executive Gold, and if you're One World Emerald. Now you get One World Emerald based on your tier with the different airlines. Now I'm One World Sapphire. However, I think that one of the lounges over here I can, well, if I had my One World Sapphire from British Airways or any other carrier except American, I could use that. But because I'm based in the US and I got my status from American, I can't use this lounge. When I go to London though, I can use the British Airways lounge. Okay, so the Greenwich Lounge is American flagship business. And if I'm on flagship long haul itineraries and I'm Advantage Platinum, I can use this lounge. But only if I'm on a flagship long haul itinerary or if I'm flying a flagship business. And British Airways Club World and Executive Club Silver can use this lounge. And also if you're One World Emerald, you can. So and this is it's very complex.
Boarding on passengers in first class, One World Emerald, Marco Polo Diamond, to board through gate number 8. Once again, at this time, Cathay Pacific Flight CX831 with non-stop services to Hong Kong.
So that's that.
Boarding for first class passengers was our Marco Polo Diamond, and our One World Emerald members to board through gate number 8.
So Marco Polo is the name of the frequent flyer program for Cathay Pacific. If you're a mom and you need to feed the baby, they have these little pods that you can use for breastfeeding. And that little artwork on the labs.
At this time, Cathay Pacific Flight CX831 with non-stop services to Hong Kong. We'd now like to invite passengers sitting in business class as well as Marco Polo Diamond, Gold, and Silver, One World Sapphire, to board through gate number 8.
And there's a departure board, excuse me. So weird because sometimes when I come through here, there's hardly anyone here. Here's another piece of artwork that they've had commissioned. Presented to American Airlines New York destinations. World of Quilt designed and created by art students of Choir Academy of Harlem. February 15, 2012. Black History Performance at AA's JFK Terminal 8. Very cool. I have zero creative bone in my body, so this is very cool. So the kids did this. I like the Bordeaux one. Do you see a country up there? Very cool. So strange because sometimes I come through here and there's nobody here. I've never seen this many people in this terminal. Reason why there's a Qatar at this on the side. Reason why there's so many people in this terminal is between now and 1 a.m. a lot of the international flights are departing. So this is outside of Terminal 7. There's the famous JFK Tower over there. And that Qatar flight is going to Doha. American actually does Doha, but not from JFK. And they do it from Philadelphia. There's a 777-300ER. And way out there are two airplanes coming in. Well, that's Condor. I think that's the A330-900. And behind it, on the runway next to it, is KLM. That's KLM's 787-9.
831 now services to Hong Kong. I have passengers flying through economy. to board through gate number 8.
There you go. So that's lot 787 that's out there. And Air Lincoln's 8330. British Airways 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to Athens,
All right.
it will be gate 16. You're in the correct place. Unfortunately, the screen is not working behind you, but Athens is gate 16.
That's the gate over there.
Want to check your carry-on bag? This is the gate 16. If you're able to get it now, we will start going out on the basis.
So all these people, it's summer, so everyone's traveling.
To board on passengers sitting in rows 59 through 72 to board through gate number 8. Once again, at the Suncat Pacific Flight 6831 with non-stop services to Hong Kong.
What I'm always amazed by
59
is,
through 72 to board through gate number
okay, oops, sorry. So we got, there's Delhi, Doha, Madrid, Paris, Rome, Mexico City, Toronto, Tokyo, Shannon, Sao Paulo, Rome, Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Casablanca. And then we saw it over again. Oh, Georgetown, Guyana, and Helsinki.
It's a, pardon me.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's a 16.
But there's so many people, and there's a lot of children because they're all from school. Martin.